Hey toy fans, Aaron here, and today we're going to check out the 3 3/4 inch Resistance Tech Rose. Now, just so you know, there's no spoilers in this, and the movie's out now, but in these reviews, I mean, at least for, a solid month, I mean, let me know what you think, but we'll talk about the figures, and that's it. Not going to mention anything about, what their involvement in the movie was, or, ooh, they were great at this or that or whatever. So you can watch these knowing that the movie won't be spoiled for you. And with that said, let's go check this figure out. Taking a quick look at the card, and it is, of course, your standard issue Last Jedi packaging. You get a very nice image of Rose on the right side of the card, and then through the blister you can see the figure that you're getting along with a couple accessories there. And, of course, the Force Link advertisement at the bottom of the blister. Flipping over to the backside, bunch of legal information on the bottom, and then you get the figure with the Force Link band kind of centered there, again letting you know this is compatible with that, along with a small image of the starter set that includes Kylo Ren off to the right side. And sliding out of the packaging, I gotta say, I really love this figure. This is really a great looking figure. Real quick, sliding her next to the Finn figure that was released in the Last Jedi line. She is, as you can see, a shorter figure, which she was in the movie, so that's pretty well represented here. And one thing overall about the coloring of the jumpsuit, I think this is leaning a little bit too tannish orange or something maybe. It seemed like, at least from what I'm remembering, is that her outfit was more of like this little pea soup color. Really doesn't bug me as much. I still think overall the figure looks great. Looking in on the head sculpt of the figure, I mean, really no complaints here. I think in terms of the likeness of her, I think that they really captured that wonderfully. I like the sculpting of the hair. I think here too, that's captured well from what we saw in the movie. The painting for the eyes, the eyebrows, those are looking good. The lips, maybe a little too purple for me, but I gotta say I like the coloring on the face of this figure better than the 3 3/4 inch Black Series figure that was released. Going in through the midsection of the figure, lots of great detailing through here with the molding and sculpting of the fabric, that Resistance jumpsuit. On the right side of her bicep, you got some stuff painted in there. A little bit of black and white paint detailing. Of course, you got little letters painted on one side of her chest, and then some silver paint detailing on the left side of her chest. That hood area and brown scarf that's painted in there, that does look to be a separately molded piece and then glued on. Definitely giving you some layering looks there with that. Looking at her hands real quick, you can see on her ring finger on the right hand, they even painted in a little piece of jewelry. I will say, though, the skin tone between the two hands, at least on my figure, don't quite seem to match. That left hand looks like it's a little more pale in comparison to her right hand. The belt area is looking pretty good here, too, with a little spot to place the included taser that she has. So you can attach that to the belt. And the belt itself, too, does seem to be separately molded here and then attached around. And then you got a little silver paint detailing for the buckle there. And then for the bottom half of the figure, again, that wrinkled fabric look continues throughout. A little bit of black paint detailing on the pocket on the left leg. And then some pretty good looking brown boots on the foot of the figure. And she does come with two accessories. And so here first, the Rebel Blaster that she comes with. I am struggling to recall if we saw her using this in the movie, but nevertheless, we got one included here. Lots of nice sculpting to it. No special paint application, though. It's just a simple molded piece of black plastic. It will fit in either hand, but it does tend to fall out rather easily, like, a simple bump or something, and it'll just fall right out of her hand. And the second accessory that she comes with is her little hand taser. This is looking pretty good. The little silver tasing points, I guess, if you'll call it, with some black painted on that orange handle. Seems relatively representative of what we saw in the movie, at least from what I recall. And then this does fit in the little peg hole here pretty nicely to stay in her belt. Now for articulation, because of the way that hair is sculpted and stuff, you're not going to get a lot of tilting movement of the head side to side, or up and down for that matter. It's, pretty much a static pose, but you do get plenty of swivel action side to side there. At the arm area, as expected, of course, you get your swiveling up and down, no problem there. And then for the leg area, both legs do come forward. Not quite straight flat out, but pretty close. And, well, pretty far back, actually, there. And since she's just your basic 5-point figure, that's all you're getting for articulation. And as far as Force Link sounds go,
I can fix anything. You can't give up on the Resistance. We have a mission to complete.
And then sliding the figure forward, get your blaster sounds.
Blast 'em! Bullseye! Blast 'em!
So pretty good sounds overall, but I gotta say, I don't recall any of those lines being delivered by her. But, having only seen the movie a couple times, I don't quite have everything memorized yet. So overall, I really do like this figure. I think it's very nicely sculpted, and pretty nicely painted as well. The hands don't quite match, but it's pretty close, and that's probably a pretty minor part to this figure, though, in terms of that paint job. And so that wraps up this look at the 3 3/4 inch Resistance Tech Rose. I'd love to know your thoughts on this figure in the comment section below. And as always, thanks for watching.